What's up guys, Jay for Gaming here and welcome to the first episode of the Forza League highlights. I've just joined the Forza League, I've just got an Xbox One as well, so I'm pretty new to this, so don't expect amazing driving. I've got a few assists on, as you'll see the racing line, but it's a great league we've set up. It's like the sister league of F1 XL, and this is the first race. I did qualify in 8th position, and there's a very annoying Ava Media logo perfectly positioned over the position display. But first of all, I overtake my rival Matty on the first lap in this league. But yeah, up to 7th, and also if you want to join, I'll be leaving a link in the description. It's forzaxl.co.uk if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we're doing like a touring car style weekend, 4 races as I go wide here, and probably going to let a couple of cars through as Fruit Loop's there aggressively trying to get past Matty and myself. He's got the momentum and looks like he'll get down the outside of me here, and nicely through for him into 7th place. So I'm down to 8th where I started. It's respectable. I don't expect to be up there in my first few races at all, because I did these races on the Monday and I had the game for about 4 days, did a little bit of practice. Some of these guys sweat on this game too much. I'm not going to name names, but yeah, there's a 3-way battle ahead, 3 wide. I think there could be contact, probably because Tazo's involved and he's a bit of a Maldonado style driver. As you'll see here, he is going to make a little bit of contact with the pink car there. I think that's Moo Cup. Tazo goes wide and he aggressively comes back on the track. I have to take a wide line. Can I get around the outside of him to take 7th position? And yes, a fantastic move around the outside, and I'm up into 7th. This is race 1 of 4. And it's a 14 lap race. It says 15, but obviously we have the formation lap to line up. As Moo Cup goes wide there, he goes extremely wide actually, right towards the wall. He must have lost concentration or something, because that's really wide. But there, 6th position, and that's all that happened for the... what am I saying? Nothing else happened for the rest of the race. I was pretty lonely, but I'll take it. 6th place on my debut. That's fantastic. And here the results of the first race in the Forza XL League. Robin takes a win from Joe, Dark Predator 3rd, and I'm in 6th. And Matty, who finished 10th, actually got disqualified. Can't remember what for, but he's probably corner cutting or something like that. So race 2, we started in the positions, we finished race 1, and from the start into the first corner, I'm on the tail of Justin, trying to get a position from him as the cars are really close. Doing rolling starts is a first for me, and I actually find it really exciting. And I've just got a badge and title. Yes! So here we go, chasing down the cars ahead. They're really close, and I bounce over the curb. The curb knocks me onto the grass, and Tazo flies past. Moo Cup goes past as well, and Zygon. So that's not a good start to the race for me, down to 9th position, with only Matty and Thunder behind. But there's a bit of a kerfuffle ahead. Zygon kind of goes wide and tries to turn in to make the corner and makes a bit of contact with me. As you can see, the back of my car is pretty badly damaged. Tazo was smashing into me on the formation lap. So bad sportsmanship right there. But I'm trying to get around the outside of Zygon, who brakes a bit later than me there. Goes a little bit wider, so I try and go for a dive move up the inside. But we make a little bit of contact, but nothing major. He is in a different view to me, so it might be more difficult for him to see cars around him. I recognise that from his highlights video. He's in the cockpit view, which does look quite difficult to drive in. I might consider doing that in the future, but I'm having a good battle here with Zygon, using the slipstream, trying to get through on the inside of him into Cop's Corner, is it? I can't remember the names. But he slightly comes across, covers the line, and I still can't get past. But I'm getting a little bit frustrated. I really want to get past and get involved in the battles ahead. As Zygon and Moo Cup make a little bit of contact, knock Zygon wide once again. I brake just enough so we don't make contact, and it looks like I could be ahead of him. But he's maintaining the speed. We're obviously in exactly the same cars, the Mini Cooper, the newer version, 2009 I think. So it's based on driver skill, which is how it should be, as Zygon dives down the inside. And I'm going to try and get it back, not there. But I think I have the speed advantage over Zygon, but I just can't get the move stuck. as we're side by side for the third time coming down the straight. Can I finally get it done? Every time I'm on the outside, which makes it quite difficult. Could go for a risky move around the outside late braking, but it's likely that I'd go off the track. It looks like it could be through here, but no. Zygon does the late brake, and once again I go for a risky move, make contact, and this is not good. Spinning Zygon round, making an absolute mess. Nearly took out Matty there as well. But I realised my mistake, so I wait for Zygon, being the fantastic sportsman I am. Unlike Fruit Loops, as you'll see in the highlights in a couple of races time. So like Zygon passed, but I'm trying to be opportunistic here, use the slipstream and try and get him straight away. Because our battling is costing us time and we're losing time to the cars ahead. But Zygon does go a little bit wide here, so he has to brake quite heavily, and it's a simple move really. His mistake, my gain, up to 8th position, and that's how it ended. I just couldn't catch up to the guys ahead. Me and Zygon battled for too long, and that mistake where I span him round and then had to slow down for him just really cost us both. And I finished 8th with Zygon in 9th, and it's the usual suspects at the front. There's a bit of an early pecking order with Robin, Fruit Loops and Joe making up the podium position. Something I've got to add is that the top 3 finishers in the race, in the next race, put on ballast. So it makes it a little bit more trickier for them. So I started 4th as this was a reverse grid race, which it's quite good. I like these ideas. I think it's from touring cars, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really watch touring cars, so I don't really know. But it's me and Zygon once again battling. I really need to get past him because I think I've got the pace over him, and I just don't have the confidence to do late braking yet. I haven't really driven these cars too much, but Zygon goes wide and finally I get past with a clean move as the leader went off as well. But it's Thunder who was the leader then, but he's now 2nd, so I'm closing in on him. He's finished last in the past 2 races, so he's got a point to prove. But I easily get past him here as he goes wide, and Matty tries to get past as well, but looking behind, this move, I loved it. Thunder and Matty took each other out, which gave me a huge gap to 3rd and gave me a fantastic opportunity of getting my first podium in the Forza Xbox League. So that's Justin about 3 seconds ahead of me, I think that is. So I'll be trying to get close to him, putting pressure on him, and he spun it. Justin has spun it on one of them. It looks like a F1 auto spin curb, and first weekend Jam is in the lead. I remember shouting in this race, and Jam takes the lead. Oh, I couldn't believe it. I've actually had a bit of quite a big lead, but Robin, even though he had ballast on his car, is obviously really good at this game, and yeah, he's got the pace advantage over me as he closes in. He uses the slipstream down the start finish straight, and he's making a move here and pretty easily gets up the inside as I brake relatively early because I didn't want to throw it away. It's my first race weekend and I wanted some good points, and there's no point battling really hard for the other guys behind to catch up. But I actually had a really good pace after that move from Robin. I stuck with him till about lap 13, which really surprised me because my pace was actually quite good. I think it's Fruit Loops in 3rd who'll be one of the fastest guys in this league. I maintained the gap to him, and I take my first podium in my 3rd race in this league. So that's a fantastic result there. But the ballast guys really recovered well from starting at the back. Robin, Fruit Loops, not so much Joe. But this incident happened in the formation lap for the 4th race. Tazo's at it again. He must hate me for some reason. What is that driving? Spun me round. So a damaged car going into the final race. I've got ballast on my car, and it really showed because this was a bit of a sprint race, 7 laps. It does say 8, but obviously the formation lap. As Fruit Loops tries to pass me before the start finishing straight, the start finish line even. So naughty boy, as you'll see once again, I mentioned he does do a bit of a dirty move as we make a bit of contact there. So Fruit Loops looks like, well, I'm ahead there. He takes more speed and he runs off the track, 4 wheels clearly off the track, and he doesn't give the position back. And effectively he should have given it back, but this guy catching up, who is this? It's my nemesis Zygon again, who's ahead. Well, that's annoying. But yeah, I was really struggling with the ballast. It made such a big difference to the car. It didn't make a difference to some of the other guys like Fruit Loops and Robin, but I'm guessing they'd be used to it, as this was my first race with it on the car, and it really showed as 2 more guys got past. I'm down to 5th or 6th. The Avon Media logo is freaking annoying. I need to get rid of that. So who's this on the attack now? Trying to get around the outside of me. Dark Predator, and yeah, pretty easy move for him. And I'm just sliding down the field. I've lost 5 positions already after 2 laps of racing. That really is embarrassing. I've got Joe on my tail as well. Probably going to make a move down the inside. I didn't know it at the time. I didn't see him. We made a bit of contact. We were still lucky not to spin. We both could have been out there, but it made me go wide. Matty probably shouting about track extending. But yeah, I was holding up Joe, to be fair, and he had so much more speed than me, and he's going to show it here as he easily gets past. I go a bit wide. Not really much of a wide line, but I don't know how he had so much grip and traction to pass me and then fly away. So really I'm just scrapping for the minor points with Matty and Mook up, as this is a bit of a dirty move from Matty. Practically using me as a brake. He pushed me like 3 times there. But I try and get him back down here. I'm saying to him on the mic, I'm diving up your inside. I don't care if you're there. I'm going to go for it. And I'm threatening to do it here, using the slipstream just to try and get a bit closer. And I go for the move up the inside. What's he going to do? Looks like I've got it done. And I try and force him off wide. A bit of contact. Trying to show him how we roll. And more contact is... which is, and he barges me out the way. Wow, it's a great battle, but it's not the cleanest of driving from us two. We're on the final lap. I was frustrated. I wanted to get back ahead of Matty, but Mook Cowcup caught up to me for 9th position, and I make a mistake, go wide. Cowcup's ahead of me. I try and go for a bit of a risky move on the inside. I'm off the track, make contact, and yeah, 10th position. But after the race, the stewards decided that Dark Predator, I'm not sure what he did, but I think he got a time penalty, so I was promoted to 9th. So a disappointing race, very disappointing indeed. I'm thinking for the next weekend, just finish 4th all the time so I don't get ballast. But yeah, there's a result. I actually finished 9th. Dark Predator lost a podium from 3rd, so that's unlucky for him. But first weekend over, 4 races done, and I'm in equal 5th position in the championship. I can't believe that at all. I'm really surprised with my performance, and I'm really proud. But the racing's awesome. I love this league. It's going to be a good laugh. Sadly, we only had 11 people. So hopefully more turn up for next weekend. And I'll catch you in the next highlight. Goodbye.